Again, so many different things could have taken me astray, like when I was in high school and I was out there on that football field and we're practicing. I'm a sophomore, I'm playing quarterback, things are going good. And then I see a police car and I see my mom's car. So it wasn't abnormal to see my mom's car, but it was abnormal to see my mom's car accompanied by a police car. Because typically we have police cars there all the time, but something was off on that day. You see, the school that I went to, it was in Watts, California. So you have Compton, and then you have Watts, right? It's in South Central. It's the hood of the hood. So it's right on South Central Avenue, bordering my school on one gate. Then the other gate, it's railroad tracks. You see drug needles, you see syringes, you see crack pipes. Behind it, you see drug houses. And then on this side of the campus, you have the largest housing projects west of the Mississippi River, the Nickerson Gardens. So this is the area that I'm at. So needless to say, it was normal to see cops. I remember when I was in high school, we will always have like a helicopter fly over the practice at some point during practice. It was so normal. You didn't even think twice because they were looking for somebody that had just committed a crime. My mom walks out onto the field, distraught, and she says, "Baby, come with us." I'll explain everything in the car. I go into the locker room, I change clothes as quick as I can. I get into the car. We're accompanied by a police officer all the way home. When we get there, I see now helicopters flying over my house, and I see police officers with shotguns out. I see dogs on chains. The police were looking for my father that had just committed a murder. My father is now serving a 52-year life sentence in prison in Tehachapi, California. And you ask, how could someone go through all these hardships and all these things and still come out on top? And it's from the statement that my mom said. She says, "Baby, we might live in the hood, but the hood does not have to live in us." This mindset that I'm talking about started to spill over into everything in my life. It started to spill into the way that I dreamed. Because where I'm from, it's very easy to dream low. When you walk outside and you see your cousins and family members being arrested. When you walk outside and you see crack needles, you see prostitution, you see people with burns on their lips from crack pipes, and you see blood on the ground and graffiti on the wall. But I was told otherwise, that my dreams were above all this, that I had dreams that were so big, so unimaginable, so unfathomable, so unreasonable, that without divine intervention, my dreams were destined to fail. That's the type of dreams that I was taught to start having. So on that day, I started to have those big dreams that I just talked about. So I wrote down on a piece of paper, I wrote down Harvard PhD and Division I football player. At that particular time, I was neither. So why did I write down Harvard PhD? It had nothing to do with Harvard or a PhD. I didn't know what a PhD was. It had nothing to do with that. I couldn't point out where Harvard was on the map. It wasn't about that. What it was about, I went to an elementary school that had dictionaries that were so antiquated that they didn't have the word computer in it. I went to elementary school where it was very normal for us to have a candlelight visual, to have caution tape outside of the school after someone was murdered up against the fences. I went to elementary school where we had a 5th grade student when I was in 3rd grade named Chris that was shot in the back 3 times at an after-school program from stray bullets. So I told myself, if I can grace the campuses of a Harvard, of an Oxford, of a Princeton, that will set a standard for the youth in my community that anything is possible.